my name's Emily Perneda, and I work for the Cooperative Extension Service here in Breckinridge County. Cooperative Extension Service is an extension of the University of Kentucky, and I work at our office here in Breckinridge County. I'm the 4-H program assistant here, and I'm going to be showing you all how to make bread in the bag. It's a really fun, easy activity that you guys can do at home right now, and you can do with your families. Different ages can do this. It's really pretty mess-free until we get to the kneading, and then I'll show you guys that. But what you're going to need for the bread in the bag is a gallon Ziploc bag, some flour, some lukewarm water, or depending on how warm your water is, you can put it in the microwave for a little bit. If it gets too hot, just dump some of it out and put some cold water in there. 1/4 cup of sugar, a packet of yeast. You can use instant yeast, or here I have the instant yeast, or you can use regular yeast. If you don't have the packets and you just have the containers, it'll be 2 teaspoons and 1/4 teaspoon that you'll mix in there. And you'll need some melted butter. You'll need 1/4 cup melted butter, which is 4 tablespoons, and you'll need a teaspoon of salt. And you'll also need either one of these reusable, easy-use bread loaf pans, or just one you already have, and some nonstick spray. So what we're going to do first is we're going to open our bag up, and we're going to add a cup of flour, which I'm going to get from our little flour container. It's okay if it's a little off. So 1 cup of flour. We're going to put the 1/4 cup of sugar in here, and we're going to add our yeast. And I'm just going to kind of squish it around a little bit in here while it's dry, so all the ingredients are kind of mixed together already. I'm then going to take my cup of warm water and add it to the bag and just dump it in there. I'm going to zip the bag up and squeeze some of the air out. And this will be the fun part if you have younger siblings, or even if you just want to do it at home. You just get to squish it around. So you're going to squish this around and make sure you get all the ingredients mixed up. I got some yeast here in the corner I got to break up. Squish, squish, squish. Shake it a little. Alright, and once you get it all mixed together like this, you're going to leave it on your counter for 10 minutes so it can proof and rise, so the yeast can activate, and that'll just help your bread rise better and make it more fluffy and actually rise up out of the pan. So I already have one here that's ready and it's proofed, so we're going to go to the next step. The next step is we're going to get another cup of flour. I'm going to open my bag up. I have another cup of flour. I'm going to add my teaspoon of salt and my 1/4 cup of butter, melted butter. And if you're melting the butter and you're having little kids do this, I would just watch it and let the butter cool for a little bit so they don't burn their hands as they're squishing the bag. And we're going to squish some more, rub it around. And at this point, it should kind of be, you can see it, it's kind of like dough, and it'll pull away from the bag, and that's what you want. So we're just squishing it around. Kind of shake it down. All right, and we're gonna add 1 more cup of flour and mix it, and then we're gonna start kneading. So. 1 cup of flour. Zip it back up and get the air out so it's easier to squish around. And then you're just going to kind of knead it in the bag and squish it around and get all the flour in there mixed up. You can see in there it's all starting to stick together really good and get thick. There's some flour in there. All right. Move this. I'm gonna dust my work surface with a little bit of flour so the dough doesn't stick to it as I'm kneading. And I'm gonna dust my hands with some flour too, so it doesn't stick to my hands. All right. Now for the fun, messy part. I'm gonna turn my dough out onto the counter. All right. And I'm gonna start kneading it together. So as I'm kneading it, all the ingredients are getting mixed together better, and the proteins that are in the flour and all that are going to mix together and make them stronger, so the bread has more stability, and as it rises, it'll look like bread. So as I'm kneading it, I'm kind of pushing down and then rotating it and flipping so I can get everything nice and... I'm gonna scoot some of the flour out of the way. I poured a little too much. And you want to knead this for about 5 to 10 minutes usually, but I think with the pace I'm going, I should be good. All right. So after I got it all kneaded together in a nice pile, I'm going to kind of shape it a little bit to look like a smaller. I'm going to knead a little more and then shape it. There. You kind of want to shape it a little bit to look like a little loaf of bread. My bread is not the prettiest, but it tastes good. So I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna get my pan, and I'm gonna spray it with some nonstick spray, and place our bread loaf in here, just like that. And then I would cover this with a dish towel or a paper towel, or you can cover it with a piece of saran wrap that's sprayed with some nonstick spray. And you'll let it rise for about, I think it's 45 minutes to an hour. And then after it's risen, it'll be about 2 times the size that it is now. And then you'll put it in the oven and cook it at 375 for 25 minutes. And I'm gonna go put this in the oven and get, and this is what your bread should look like. This is our finished loaf of bread that we have. We took some melted butter and we drizzled it over the top so it looks all nice and shiny and pretty. But I've let it cool so we can dump it out. Oh, that buttery goodness. And there is bread from Bread in the Bag. So I hope you guys had fun watching this, and I hope you guys try this out at home. It's really, really fun, and the bread tastes really good. Thanks. Bye.